Cheers!
Welcome to Movie Bitches. Merry Bitches.
Ring-a-ling.
Yeah, 12 Days of Christmas, day 6.
On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love said to me, 6 geese a laying and a partridge in a pear tree. 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree.
12 Days of Christmas continues.
Yes.
Today I forced Andrew to watch another Sam Irvin directed Christmas film starring Jonathan Bennett and Alexa Penavega. She's the girl from Spy Kids.
Oh, wow.
Alexa Penavega, I believe is how you say her name.
Great.
We're going to talk about it briefly.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't...
This was, for me, a very generic one.
I just found a few things that were funny, and I found it to be funny, the just obvious subtext that he was clearly supposed to be in love with his male assistant.
Still worth a try. I mean, what else are you gonna do?
And he was forced to be in a romance with this holiday decorating woman that he didn't really care for too much.
Sure.
Have a good night.
Yeah, you too.
I guess here was my issue with this movie. Both of them are not good actors.
No.
They're pretty bad.
Yes.
The premise, like this one actually, okay, here's what I liked about this movie.
Okay.
This movie feels like an ad-libs of our Christmas movie
That's
drinking
what I mean.
game.
It was like, oh, she's a Christmas holiday year-round decorator. Oh, he's a workaholic. Oh, like
I think there was a
Christmas
dead
coat.
parent. Did she have a dead parent?
Her parents were dead. She had no one. She was all alone.
Yeah.
It was a
good checkbox of like, yeah, this is one to get drunk to.
Yeah.
Overall, though, I found it to be fairly boring. It's just so like over the head of, and this is no fault of Sam Irvin's, but it was so over the top.
There was a few little cheeky things in there that I thought were funny.
Sure. But it was like the story overall was just so like, you work too much, John Bennett. You are an architect. Oh, how dare you.
But
son, his parents.
I found out last night that my entire family is coming here for Christmas.
Nice.
No, it's not. Each year my sister throws this elaborate family holiday. Everything is perfect. And now they're all coming here and they expect the same.
His sister is like, oh,
Okay,
we had a pipe burst and we can't be at our home. And I'm like, you're going to leave your house for a week in the middle of Christmas after one pipe already burst? Okay.
They had to come to the big city.
I'm sure your family knows you're busy with work and will cut you some slack.
I come from a family of overachievers. If it's not perfect, it ain't good.
So hire someone.
The sister.
Yes.
I think she was sabotaging them. I think she sabotaged her car.
Just as I suspected. It's your alternator.
My sister, ladies and gentlemen, the best mechanic in the family.
Remember?
Oh, she definitely did.
Fully.
Oh, it's the carburetor. Just like I thought.
Just like I thought.
I can fix it by tomorrow.
You want me to give you a ride home?
Yes.
Thanks.
Wah, wah, wah.
Oh, she disappeared and now all of a sudden the car won't work. It was absolutely, she was a tinkering Tammy or whatever.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Good.
So Alexa Penvega is a
Hopeful. Full-
year-round holiday decorator who wants full creative control.
Yeah.
If I just get a few more clients, I can take on holiday decorating full time. Fingers crossed.
Yes. And she wants to decorate lobbies and not take catalog
And houses and other
photos
things.
anymore.
Right. She works part-time right now for a catalog.
We're shooting the display for Woodfire magazine. Here's a description of how the company wants it to look, so just do what you did last time and give them exactly what they want.
Now, here was my question on this. They had them doing all of these Christmas-themed catalog
before
photos.
Christmas.
And yeah. And I was like, I think it's a little late for that.
I think you missed your print deadline, girl.
Right? I was like, what are these going in? Who's running these photos?
Where are these photos going to run that are being snapped of this woman? I just don't remember seeing many strippers on Entertainment Tonight.
Like, I just didn't understand.
It's one of my favorite things. Who is, like, when you really take it macro out and go, who is running these fights? It's good.
Yeah.
I am so sorry.
When she throws snow onto his sweater, he's deeply perturbed.
Honestly, one of the biggest moments. She turns her, I mean, she literally had to have been tossing it. I didn't know what was supposed, it wasn't like, oh God, it was like, what?
I am so sorry.
He's just the biggest Scrooge. God, Christmas, isn't this a bit over the top?
That is a lot of Christmas.
And I was like, yes, it is. It's very much, like, there were 85,000 Christmas trees in this shot. I was like, what is the budget? No, at no point was there a conversation about budget. He's like, hey, my crazy family invited themselves to my house.
Honestly,
expects
how
me
much is
to
she-
throw Christmas
See, honey? I told you Stephen would come through. Nothing to worry about. Isn't that right, Stephen?
and have my entire house decorated.
Yeah.
Otherwise, go fuck yourself, family. You do it, Nana.
Yeah, well, what should I do with the presents? I don't see a tree.
Don't have one yet.
Got any food? I'm starving.
You want fucking cookies? You bake them, bitch. I'm busy working.
Well,
You know, there's actually a lot happening with your family, so I'm gonna get out of here.
I didn't invite you here.
Also, do none of them have jobs?
You're not coming?
I can't. I've got too much work to do.
Son, we all came here to be with you. You can't take a few hours off to come pick out a tree.
I was really looking forward to hanging out with you.
God, why can't you take us out to go apple cider tasting on a Tuesday at 1? And I'm like, yeah, guys, what's happening?
Exactly.
All of them, the mom, the dad, the parents, the granddaughter, they're all there. We're staying at your house for 2 weeks straight, and we need you to be our tour director.
And also, right, we have no idea how to Christmas.
And we've never Christmased.
Hey, Gretchen, what about this one?
Okay, so this is nice, but do you see how at the bottom it's already browning? You don't want that.
Yeah, well, we have an artificial tree at home. We're kind of new at this.
That was what was so funny.
I've
Oh
never
my
made
God.
cider before.
What?
Oh, you can do Christmassy things?
Oh, keep in mind the finer you slice them, the easier it is to mash them later.
I'm like, what the fuck are we talking about? If it's such a big deal to them,
They should have been Jewish.
but why
What
would
was
Christmas be a big deal? It didn't make any sense.
No.
Oh, I have to have it decorated. I have to have all of these
the
things for
amount of
them, but yet
times-
they don't know how to do any of it.
The amount of times that they said things like, we don't know how, we've never Christmased like this.
Yeah.
I
Each year, my sister throws this elaborate family holiday. Everything is perfect. And now they're all coming here and they expect the same.
We have an artificial tree at home. We're kind of new at this.
I was baffled. Oh my God, she found us the biggest tree on the lot that's clearly made of plastic.
Right,
She
but
was
so
like teaching them how to pick out a tree.
that's what
was
I'm
that
saying.
this movie?
Yes.
They're all starting to blur
no,
together.
that was this movie where
right?
she's like, well, you gotta look for these needles and this, and this, and this, and this, and I'm a Christmas expert and I'm just the best. And I'm like, sure, that's cute, but like also again, this woman that you're telling this to is 68 years old and supposedly loves Christmas and does it every year. So what the fuck are we talking about?
It was so funny. I don't know about Christmas.
Right? Oh, I've never made cider before. How do we do it? I was like, you guys.
Now, have any of you ever made mulled cider before?
No.
He's like, oh, bah humbug?
Brr humbug.
Brr
It's cold
humbug.
up in here.
Yeah.
Jack Frost nipping at your heels.
Yeah. Anyway, he's like, God.
Jack Frost.
Oh, well, yeah, that's how he got all those drawings done so late at night.
I'm making you hot chocolate while you work.
So he's like,
Well, they did keep pumping him full of sugar.
Well, yeah,
They were
yeah.
like, do you want some cookies?
Cookies.
Do you want some of this?
Okay.
Did you have
You
more
want some
cocoa?
more hot chocolate? Oh my God, this
Late
was the hot
at
chocolate
night.
list
Late
drinking
at
game.
night they
You
were
are
having hot chocolate.
wasted if you play the drinking game with this.
It's like, sir.
Right? Yeah. Oh, it's 2 in the morning or whatever, and I
some
just
hot
got up to
chocolate?
make some hot chocolate. What? So, quick commercial break, and we will be back with more hot chocolate. Anyway, so he's like, I don't know how I'm going to get my whole house decorated for Christmas. I don't have time for this. I have to do this new job thing for the proposal. And, that was my favorite too. Of course, it was a Christmas. They really want to get the deal
deadline.
done before Christmas.
Yeah.
Said that developer, of course.
Of course.
They really got to get those architectural drawings. No, I was confused about this too. He's working on like blueprints, like design, like literal floor plans.
Yeah.
And then he's pitching them of just like a generic like facade, and this is the idea of what we want.
Yeah.
Why would he be working on those details? They're not going to need those yet. You haven't even decided. He says, no, I don't like it at all.
Bad at managing his time.
It was wild to me. I was like, what have you been working on, sir?
I just read my note where it says now she's teaching them how to cut apples.
Right, that's what I was saying. The apple cider. I was like, "What the fuck?"
But
are
like,
we doing?
not even a recipe. This is how you cut an
the
apple. I'm sorry, ma'am. What?
If there were children there,
I mean,
here we go, kids.
The
Let's.
teenager was, like a.
Oh, she was old enough to know how to cut an apple
or something. I was like.
It was nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Yeah.
You see, if you cut it really small, I was like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, of course.
Jonathan Bennett, aren't you going to show us around? Aren't we going to do Christmassy things? And he's like, no, I have to fucking work.
Yeah.
You guys came here last minute. I don't know what to tell you. And so then he's like, well, hey.
Alexa Penvega.
Yeah, you're so great. Why don't you be a Christmas consultant and you can just...
Consultant? You don't have another job. And another job and another job.
Yeah. I'll pay you to
to
take my family around and show them all the Christmas things to do.
Be our Christmas travel agent, essentially. Live in.
Essentially. Well, she didn't live there. She just showed up every day.
But I mean, it wasn't like, here's your itinerary,
No.
bye.
No, she was like, I'm going to...
And this is how you cut apples?
It was a Christmas tour guide. It was a very involved job that I would say one would have to pay a person to do this thousands of dollars.
Absolutely.
And I was like, that was never discussed.
Oh, no.
Obviously, when she falls in love with the family and him, it was very, while you were sleeping.
The chemistry is palpable between them.
Palpable between this homosexual man and...
Stephen, what did you do with the rest of the roasted chestnuts?
Their kiss at the end, I think might be the worst on record.
You mean not the one that was broken up by the chestnuts?
No, because they didn't actually kiss. Hey! That really made me laugh. The kiss we had waited the whole movie for was, wow.
Yeah.
They seemed like they were being held hostage.
Well, so I guess back to the budget conversation.
What is the breakdown?
He didn't, and I know that they don't want to do it because they're like, yeah, Christmas things are expensive. The decorating to decorate this whole house this way cost him $2,000 more, probably. Anyway, whatever.
Supplies, time, last minute.
Yeah. Man hours of fucking climbing up a ladder to put shit up, and that whole stupid conversation where he's like, let me hold the ladder heights. I didn't care.
Hey,
Hi.
do you need help? That seems dangerous for one person.
Oh, it's okay. I'm a pro.
Yeah, I don't doubt that. It's just heights make me nervous.
Anyway.
Architect who's afraid of heights?
Anyway, one of the conversations, the reason that he got her to sign on, he said, well, if you do a good job, then I will ask my company if they'll hire you to do all of our property, all of our buildings everywhere for the holidays. As if that was a thing, but whatever.
Does anyone decorate their lobby for anything other than, I guess, Halloween and Christmas?
Valentine's?
Sorta.
She listed a couple. One of them was really dumb. I was like, bitch.
This is the one I did for the 4th of July. There are a lot of variations of the flag.
When they're all outside the house and it's so clearly 80 degrees and they are like, oh, brr, let's build this snowman. Oh my God, it's so cold here in Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
Salt Lake City.
So then he equally really oversteps by stealing her keys.
Well, he didn't steal them. He was gifted them from her friend.
Inappropriate.
Yes, it was. It was completely inappropriate.
She's
We didn't even talk about
Christmas-
her friend who was so annoying.
So annoying. A Christmas decorator that doesn't have time to decorate her own apartment for Christmas.
God. And I was like, those are personal, emotional. She already talked about how emotional it was.
Oh my God.
Oh right, she was an orphan, but her aunt. He got them from her aunt.
It's still weird.
It was weird.
He got her apartment keys.
Wait, you remember when they went up to her aunt owns an inn in a town nearby?
Where they cut apples and make cider.
Right, but they go there.
This is lovely. Forget Steven's place. Can we stay here?
Gosh, this is so cute. I wish we could just stay here instead of at his place. And I was like, you can. It's a hotel.
It's an inn. You definitely actually should do that. So he gets the keys to her apartment.
You know what would have been better? If maybe he was like, I don't know how, there was some like, oh God, they're showing up, but like there's not enough space, or I don't know what to do, or something. And so she's like, well, my aunt has like this super cute inn and just out of town, and it's really Christmassy and whatever. I think they'd love it. And then they stay there, and then they become closer. I don't know. It's all
5 house guests last minute. That's a lot.
It's a lot to ask.
It's a lot to ask.
I mean, I guess it is your family, but still.
It's just, it's a lot to ask.
Yeah.
So he gets her apartment keys, and with the niece, decorates her entire apartment while she's at work.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It's weird. They like open all of her Christmas boxes of stuff and decorate her apartment.
Super weird.
Completely inappropriate.
Anyway, then they share a awkward kiss, and they're in love.
Whoever you pick will join you in the Hallmark gazebo suite, where you will share a single dry kiss.
Wait, well, he decides that he quits his job.
Oh, because he wants
was
to build
about
homes
to make
for
partner,
families.
But he doesn't want to make these corporate buildings. He wants to make homes for families.
You're just gonna take off for Thailand to build houses for all of those elephants without even saying goodbye to me after everything that we talked about?
Maybe one for our family someday, or something like that. Maybe you'll get to decorate some of the homes that I'll have designed.
I quit.
What? I quit my job too.
That's great. Who knows, maybe someday Holidays Made to Order can decorate some of the homes that I build,
The home building and decorating duo. They're like the Gaines. She's like an HGTV husband and wife. He's a contractor.
Perfect.
She's an interior decorator.
Okay.
They like flip homes together, but then now they have like an entire line of things at Target and whatever. They've like made an empire, a literal empire. It's kind of crazy.
Okay, good for
They
them.
live in like Waco, Texas, and then it's like people pilgrimage there to like see the things that they like. They have like you can go buy their stuff, and it's like a whole. It's a lot. It's crazy.
We should make a Christmas movie about them.
I'm contractor. Notice every detail.
No, please don't. I'm surprised they haven't. I bet you HGTV has done something.
Mom, of course.
I sell houses. I don't do DIY.
Are you afraid to get your hands dirty?
A Christmas open house, only on Discovery Plus.
They are annoying.
What happened to those roasted chestnuts? It really made me laugh.
No, I
Anyway.
really want to know. I wrote down
Yeah.
an hour and 18 minutes in. That's pretty much the end of it. I just wrote, "Hey, Steven." So we'll have to find it and
I'm
put
excited
it here.
to pull that clip.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Who's Steven?
I don't remember.
Maybe it was, hey, Steven, what happened to those roasted chestnuts?
Maybe it was. I don't know, but I wrote it down, so it had to have been something.
Steven, what did you do with the rest of the roasted chestnuts?
Anyway, that was Christmas Made to Order. It was sort of weird.
It's sort of weird. It really did, because it checked so many
That's one thing. It was like
stereotypical boxes. And he was so awful.
What? Yeah. I don't think I like this job. I don't like the hours. I don't like the pressure. I don't like the fact that I lost myself in it for so many years.
I just was like, clearly you should end up with your assistant.
I would have been into
like,
that.
Then they were flirty, and it
Yeah.
was like, yeah.
Oh, you finally listened to me. Yeah.
It was right there.
Yeah.
But, constraints of
Yeah, I'm
societal
sure
norms.
Sam wanted that.
The subtext was there.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.